Hello everyone, how have you been doing? This is Balu here. I welcome you to my new series of video lectures on event handling in Java. Now this video series I am recording exclusively for students from major universities of India because I have been receiving comments from them and they have placed a specific request on to create a video series as per the syllabus dictated in some of the leading universities in India. So without wasting further time, let's go and jump into today's session. Today's session is going to be an introduction on event handling in Java. So I would want you to ensure that you subscribe to this particular channel and hit on the notification icon so that you get all the updates on the new video series I release, and I make a commitment to release this complete video series on event handling in Java. Okay, so before we actually start the technicality of what is an event handling technically, so I would just want to give you a simple example of what exactly you mean by event handling in a very generic terms, so that you people can understand. So let's forget technicality for a while. All of us have seen some kind of the events in our day-to-day life. So for example, let's take an event called a college day event. Now a college is coming out with an event called as a college day, and they have organized a few events, like they have organized an event called Robo Games, they have organized an event called face painting, they have organized an event called code debugging. Now these are all the upcoming events which have been scheduled for a college day. Now the college would want to delegate this event to certain group of students, so they take up the responsibility of these events. So what they do, they publicly announce it. Some group of students come and say, okay, we will take the responsibility of coordinating the RoboGame event, and another group of students, probably group 2, they come and take the responsibility of a face painting event, and another group, say group 3, they come and take the responsibility of code debugging event. So in this way what happened is individual groups come forward and they take the responsibility of handling these events. Now this becomes easier for the college also, because now that group 1 is whole and sole responsible for RoboGame, so anything they want to deal with the RoboGame events, they only talk to group 1. Now this is a simple example of an event delegation model. So what is an event delegation model? It's a model in which the events are delegated to a group of people, so that the group of people have the responsibility of managing that particular event. Now the same concept we are actually taking it forward in any of the programming languages, and we call it as an event handling. So let's see now how this event handling happens using an programming language, or what would happen when an event handling is implemented in a software using any of the programming language. Now all of us are aware of Facebook, okay, because as Facebook is a popular social media platform, and you know that when you want to log into your Facebook, you would require to provide a username and a password, and there will be a login button. So once you provide the username and a password and hit on the login button, the Facebook actually opens up your account, provided your username and password is correct. So if there is any issue with the username and password, the Facebook will give you an alert message stating that you have typed in the incorrect username and password. Now this is a simple example of an event handling. Now let's see how it works. Now before we actually get in there, understand all these elements which are there in the Facebook login screen. Now what you see here on the top, where we actually enter your username as a text box, they have a password field which accepts the data, and you have a button called as a login button. So login button is a button which helps you to actually register yourself to the Facebook and ask it to log in. So depending upon whether you have given the correct username or password, the Facebook will take an appropriate action. Now this entire mechanism, how does it work? It is shown in this particular diagram now. See, you have an event object. Now this event object is a button basically. Now what is an event object? An object which generates an event is called as an event object. Now here I have a button, a login button. This login basically generates an event. What kind of event it generates? So I can click on the button, that could be one event, or I can take a mouse over that particular event, that's another event. But let's not consider that mouse over event now. So when I click on that particular button, it generates an event called button clicked event. Now what should happen when a button is clicked? There has to be some action which it has to take place. Now that is done by this event listener. So event listener is a component which basically listens to the event object. What is it listening to? It is listening to the event. If an event happens that is listened by the event listener, and the event listener will take an appropriate action as to what to do when that button is clicked. For this to happen, the event listener must basically register with the event object. Just like how the group of students registered with the college for managing that particular event called coding competition, here this event listener is registering with the event object. Now the event object occurs, it will notify the event listener that the event has occurred, and the event listener will take an appropriate action. As simple as it is. So this entire concept is actually called as an event delegation model. So what do you mean by delegation? Delegation in English basically means giving on the responsibility to somebody to manage a particular task. So here the event object is delegating the responsibility to the event listener to take an action when an event occurs. So as simple as it is. Now if you want to do this, you require a graphical user interface, because whenever you talk of a button, or whenever you talk of a text box, or whenever you talk of a label, all this basically requires a graphical user interface. Now what is a graphical user interface? I have given you one example here, simple example of a graphical user interface where you have a window. Within the window you have some containers. So this window itself is called as a container. What is a container? A container is a placeholder where you can place number of graphical components. See, all of you must be aware of graphical components because we have been using a graphical user interface operating system extensively. We have been all been using Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Windows. They're all examples of GUI applications. So in this case, you have a container called as a frame, which is called as a top level container. In that you have panels, you have buttons. All these are some examples of the components of a graphical user interface. So an event delegation model basically applies to a GUI application, because GUI application is nothing but graphical user interface application which has got number of components, and each components will have an associated event. Now if you want to do programming in Java for event handling, so you should first know how to design this GUI screen, because that is the first step, and Java makes it very simple for you to do that, because it comes with some predefined frameworks. Like you have a framework called JavaFX, okay, you have a framework called Abstract Window Toolkit, you have a framework called Swing, you have a framework called as Apache Pivot. Like this, there are number of frameworks which are available in Java which helps you to design a graphical user interface. So we will not deal with all these frameworks in detail, but we are going to touch base upon what is Abstract Window Toolkit and what is a Swing GUI in Java. So first we shall see how to create a simple GUI component, in Java, and then we shall go ahead and see how to basically implement the event delegation model. So thank you for watching this particular session. I will see you in the next session where I'll tell you the difference between AWT and Swings. And till then, take care. Bye bye.